Hello, everyone. If Italian coffee is your love, then blended coffee must not be an exception to your perception. Drink a lot of coffee, but how to match. Today, House Blend. Let's talk about coffee beans. What is a blend? A blend of coffee beans is a combination of flavors from different coffee-producing regions, bean varieties, processing methods, and degrees of roasting. The ultimate goal is to match the export, the sense of wind, taste alcohol, thickness, and other aspects of a more ideal combination are mainly used to make espresso. Why do you want to match? The purpose of blending is to supplement the rich taste that a single origin bean cannot bring in order to get a more stable and balanced flavor. At the same time, the relative increase of acidity or mellowness, the taste of others, and the rich aroma are the attractive characteristics of blended coffee. There are two popular blending methods at present. One is to determine the coffee beans as the keynote, then use other coffee beans to supplement some of the deficiencies in flavor and taste. The other way is to emphasize a feeling of mutual harmony between you and me. And there are also two kinds of timing for matching, which are called raw matching and cooked matching. Mix before baking. Determine the proportion of beans. Put them into the machine and wait for the show. It's relatively simple and crude to operate, but you can't control the timing of several kinds of beans because they are mixed together. Is that all beans are baked the same time? Ripe and flat is different. We bake all kinds of beans first, and then put them together in proportion. The degree of roasting of each coffee bean can be freely controlled. Of course, there are advantages and disadvantages. This is not only done several times to bake, but also to weigh before baking and after washing, which is not only cumbersome, but also time-consuming. So different spellings have their own advantages and disadvantages. And finally, back to the cup, it can be our favorite cup. Taste. The main blends we see are Brazil coffee, Colombian coffee, Sumatran coffee, Kenyan coffee. The blending of coffee beans is to combine the flavors of coffee beans from different coffee-producing areas, processing methods, and roasting degrees. The ultimate goal is to blend beans with more ideal taste, mellow flavor, thickness, and other aspects. We also need to understand the flavor differences of coffee beans roasted at different degrees. Light roast has high acidity and low bitterness. Medium roast has balanced acidity and bitterness. Dark roast has low acidity and high bitterness. Coffee beans from different coffee-producing areas have different flavors. African coffee-producing areas have high acidity and the aroma is mainly sour and floral. Representative producing areas: Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda. Latin American coffee-producing areas have a balanced acidity and bitterness, and the aroma is dominated by cocoa caramel, produced in Colombia, Guatemala, Panama, Costa Rica. The acidity is low, the bitterness is high, and the aroma is mainly roasted with spices in the Asia-Pacific region. Representative producing area: Indonesia, China, Yunnan, Vietnam. Coffee beans taste different from one region to another and from one variety to another. The methods of matching are also different. If you want a better cup of coffee, you must have a lot of knowledge about coffee beans. It has also tasted more varieties of coffee bean as a reserve of future knowledge of the motherland so that we can see further. A lot of practice can make us keep improving. The so-called pillar of the country, the heart of the country, skilled in the use of its own way. That's all for today's class. Thank you.